Hello, everybody. My name is Kogad, and today we're going to check out some Mine Mogul. So, Mine Mogul is, well, we're down in the mine and we're mining. It's an automation game, kind of like a Satisfactory Light, kind of. So we're gonna grab a pickaxe. In the top left, you see we've got some iron ore we need to grab. Let's see. In the top right, you see we've got a physics system. So there's going to be various nodes around the map. And we're going to take our items, drop it here in this deposit box. That's kind of where everything registers as you did the thing. So everything in the game has to come to this box. So you get miners and conveyor belts and all that fun stuff. So we finished our 5 pieces, and now we got to get this ore magnet. This is the shop here at this little computer. Purchase, and then it drops down this mine shaft. Next up, we have to get iron and coal. 20 iron, 10 coal. So that's the next one. And with the little magnet we have, it will pick up a good chunk of stuff. If you right click and hold, uses the physics system to grab stuff. And then you can see the top left, it is counting up that we dropped stuff off in the box. So we're going to get our necessary pieces here. Hopefully this is enough. Might still need a little more iron after this. All right, so now we can buy an auto miner. So we got a new auto miner, $500. Order one of those, and it's going to drop down. So now you see our quest is for iron ore and coal ore. So if we take this out, it's on our hotbar, hit the button, you can see it'll kind of have a ghost image while you're holding a placeable item over any of the nodes. For example, this one has iron, coal, and diamond. This one has iron, crushed iron, emeralds, and diamonds. So we're going to start here. And then we're going to just drop some of these other pieces off while that is going. We're going to get some conveyor belts once this kind of starts rolling, but they're $20 a pop. So we can't quite buy too many of them just yet. I think we need 10-ish to get into from our first miner to the deposit box. But we'll get going. And there's multiple conveyor types. You got a conveyor section, straight, corner, sloped, conveyor edge, and a conveyor sorter. So we need at least one of those. So let's see. That's one corner and 5 straight. Let's see how far that'll get us. So you've got options in the right to place, rotate, and then swap directions. And then you can kind of just go along. And then if you need to, you can pick them back up hitting the F key. What we need to do here, because we need to come out first, then turn, and then head this direction to get over towards our box. And then grab all these guys. And then once we get this first one up, we'll have a little bit of pseudo automation going. So that'll just trickle in. Sorry for the cough. Get our 2 more. Pick that up. And then this should get us into the box automatically. So now anything that gets mined out of that is going to come straight out of the miner, drop it in the box. And we still need a whole lot of coal. And to get, let's see, we need a little bit more iron to get the ore crusher, and then a lot more coal to get the hammer and the ore analyzer, which are less important, but the hammer's nice. The hammer lets you just pick up anything you place down real quick, and then it pops back in your inventory. Let's see. Next thing I want to do is get a sorter. That's $100 because we want to sort out our gems that are going to drop out of that node there, because they we're going to need a whole lot of gems for sorting and polishing, which is something you can do where it'll increase the value of the item if it's been polished versus not. So we're going to gather all this stuff up, run it to a little deposit box. I will say, luckily, so I made one recording of this and then realized the in-game volume was way too loud. You might not even be hearing it barely, but it was way too loud. Like I turned it all the way down. I'm gonna crank it up for you guys a little bit. But yeah, it was. I played back the video and it was overpoweringly loud, so I had to scrap it. Couldn't barely hear my voice over the sounds of the just machine clanking. All right, so that's $100 for our conveyor or sorter. And what this does is it's gonna, so you have a input and an output and an output. If you have nothing in this basket up here, everything will go straight through. Anything you put in this basket is going to come out the side here. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to turn it off. And then we are going to take this piece, take it away, and take our conveyor and switch it. So what we're going to do is take our brushed and our regular, drop them in the basket. And then restart this. And then go by, and now we're going to need some more pieces because these are all going to pop out over here. So right now our gems are just going to come into here. Yeah, actually for now we'll swap this out. Because we still need the money, so we'll save these for later. We'll just save one of each. But for now, so only things in this basket, we need one of you. Only things in this basket go out through the side. So now if we get an emerald, it's gonna pop out right there. And hopefully we'll get a diamond in the near future, and we can put that in there too, and then those will all just pop out right here. And for now we need to actually save some of those to use for other sorters that we're going to do, because we've got all these other mining slots and they need miners to get placed on them, and then we'll probably be sorting directly out of there. So we need a little of each. But the diamond gems are at 0.3%, so they don't happen very often. They will sometimes pop out of these nodes like these guys. Sometimes you'll mine these, and out pops a little diamond or something. So we'll kind of run through here and see if we get lucky. Back here is gold. We're not doing anything with gold just yet. We'll grab some more coal. And this is diamond. Oh, and another emerald. Perfect. So we're going to take all this back. Because one of the next quests that we're going to get is going to be, we need 3 diamonds and 1 emerald. So we are going to take these guys and just store it over, we use this one in our sorter. And we're going to save these guys for other sorting, or for the quest. So we'll just drop this over here. Save it for later. And we're almost at our 500 to get our next miner. And for that one, we're going to get a coal node that does exclusively coal. So we already got this emerald. Since we got another one over there for the quest that we're going to have, we can use this just for the money. We're going to take this lantern as well. And then we're going to get another auto miner. And we can also get the ore crusher now because we completed the iron quest. But for now, I want another miner. So this one's some iron, some coal. This one is some iron, some coal. This one back here is just coal. Iron, coal, iron, coal, iron. These two are iron, no coal. So for now, because we need a decent chunk of coal, I'm going to drop this guy back here. Now, that's going to pump out some nice coal for us. We got our iron going away. And the next up is that we need to buy the ore crusher, which was 200, I think. Or 200. So we can't technically afford it yet. But we still need a lot of coal to get that quest done. And something not everyone knows on the magnet that I'm holding is if you see it's got a little screen that can either grab everything or anything not in a basket. And that's nice to have because a lot of times you're just going to be running by holding this stuff, and if you ain't got your stuff in your baskets, you kind of hose yourself, because then you got to wait to, especially if you drop this stuff in and turn it in, you're going to miss out. So we're going to just run around and free up all the nodes in this area. These are copper. We'll break these just for the monies for now. If we're lucky, we'll get a gem out of one of them. And there's some back in here. So this is a little passageway back to another section of the map. You can't go too far in it because there's a wall with dynamite. Now, if you go around through the other kind of gold area, you can find a way to get to a plunger that'll break that. So for now, we're just going to grab all this stuff, turn it in. Right now, we really just need conveyor money to get that coal automatically over here. And that's going to take a good amount of conveyors to get us there. And we got no more emeralds or anything like that. So what are we going to do? We're going to get, let's get 3 sloped. Let's get 4 corners. And a whole bunch of straight. want to get this over that direction, towards that direction, so we can kind of centralize our stuff. For the time being, at least. Because we're going to have 5 or 6 nodes all running through that one sorter for the time being. Alright, so we're going to start by... We're going to come out... let's see, I want to go... So I think what we're going to do is assume we're coming this way on these guys. Yeah, we'll put it there. So we're going to do this thing. So we need to do a couple of those. I need to go get one of the, or a few of the little sloped conveyors that rise to them. That'll let us, these conveyor ledges. And we're going to need more straights. Because what this will do, so you see it's got a little lip to it. That'll let us drop onto there. So we'll do that a couple times. Like that. And still need another 25 coal to finish that quest. And we need to buy the ore crusher. But now we got everything set up so when we drop miners on these other 3 nodes, everything's coming right here. So we're going to save up and get some more money for our conveyors. And we're going to try and join it right over here. So it's going to take a sec. And so we'll be doing a little running back and forth for the time being. But we need a whole bunch of great conveyors. Which buy a whole $200 worth. And now we can use our sloped conveyors. Bring it down. We're going to come straight across this way. Then we're going to need, we'll go this way. So we'll need a few more slopes, or a few more of each. Yeah, it's stuck there. But what I want to do is take that, and we need some more straights. And then we should be able to drop right on that. Be enough. I think I got enough to do this. So one of the problems with these is, ooh, diamond, we need that. Sometimes dropping onto a corner piece from one of those lipped pieces, they're not great. So what you want to do is do something like this. So you always want to drop onto a straight piece. That's your goal. Because these corner pieces, sometimes things will fall right down there in that kind of corner gap there on the 90 degree. And you don't want that. Alright, so now we've got everything coming from our coal all the way here. And since it's not in this basket, coal and iron is going to go straight in there. And emeralds and diamonds are going to pop out here. But we still need more money. So what we want to do is save up and get our next auto miner so we can keep the party going. So in the meantime, we're going to hit some nodes. So we just picked up something called a broken drill bit. There is a quest for it. So we want to make sure we save that. So we're going to drop everything here and grab it. And we'll save that until the quest pops up. And then we need 3 diamonds and 1 emerald. You see? So top left, that's our emerald. And we still need a diamond. We're short. We got 2 over there, we need 1 more. So we'll drop those in there to get some cash. And then I think at the end of this hallway is we got some rocks here. Break these. If we get lucky, one of these will drop a diamond for us. But at the end of this hall, I think we got a dynamite wall. So if we interact with this with F, click, and boom. Break that wall, and we got a diamond node back there. Not a node, but a deposit, I guess we'll say. And another broken thing. Oh, and that one had 3 in it. Usually it's only 2, so that's going to be nice. So that'll just automatically complete that quest for us, and that'll let us save the other diamonds we have to use for filtering later. Make sure everything got in. There we go. So we can now buy an ore crusher from the shop and a polishing machine from the shop, and we have a quest available. So there's a quest system and a research system in the game. So far we've been seeing the quests. They haven't given any real rewards except for unlocking a thing. However, there are some that will give you a research ticket when you complete it. When you do that, there's a research tab, and there are items that you can unlock to buy from the store. That'll just help out your progress. Scaffolding, a lid for your sorter, a bulk sorter. There's a bigger deposit box. Walled conveyors, which are good for when you're moving a lot of stuff through one area. So for now, we need to purchase the ore crusher and the polishing machine. Polishing machine's like 2,000. Yeah, so we can't buy that yet. But we can get a crusher. Let's get one of those. Just complete that quest. So now we need crushed iron. And now that we've done that, we're on this quest to deposit 400 crushed iron, and that'll give us 1 research ticket. And we have the scavenger hunt that unlocked now, where we need our drill bit, some gold, and some copper. And we can activate that. We can also unlock a shaker table in the research tree, and this wants us to deposit ruby gems. So what happens is there is this shaker table, and if you run the full-size coal pieces through it, there is a chance for diamonds or rubies. So wipe out the coal, and you'll get rubies instead. So we're not going to unlock it just yet, because we're not quite at the point where I want to work on that. So we're going to take our scavenger hunt thing, drop that in. We're going to run back. We're going to buy an auto miner. We're going to drop this on our line over here, because we really want to amp this stuff up. Not that one, because I need a lip, so we'll just go there. Got some coal left from when we were setting these lines up. So we need some gold ore and some copper ore. And there's gold back this way. So there's a little gold clusters here on the ground. And we'll get the coal just because. And let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're going to need one more here. So that'll finish us up for our gold. So we didn't drop any. Yep. Then now we need the copper. So I'm going to go this way. Let's see. So there's the little wall that we ran into earlier. We'll blow that up. Boom. Always fun. A lot of gold in that area. And I think those are big iron. One copper. So we found 2 pieces of crushed iron so far. So I might almost want to go back and get that rolling while we're waiting. Not that direction. You want to go back this way. Yep. All right. So we got enough for stuff. So what we're going to do, we're going to make a little mess here. So do you want one of these? You need 2 of these to get up to our crusher. Too close. What we're going to do is put our crusher here. And drop everything right in our crusher. So coal and iron is all going to go this crusher. If I had put the direction wrong in there. There we go. You're going to make a lot of mistakes doing this, because sometimes those green arrows are hard to see. It's either there, but you're not always hitting. All right, so now we're getting crushed coal and crushed iron. So each piece of each large chunk that comes in the crusher breaks into 2 pieces. And let's see, I want to need another conveyor and another miner. I'm going to set up our next node, because I want to just get this whole room full of nodes. We got 2 more over here. And there's one right here. And then the copper one back there. So now we've got all these guys pumping through here. Haven't seen any more diamonds or emeralds, sadly. So now we're on the hunt for the copper for that scavenger hunt quest. And there's a bunch back here. Hopefully there's 12. We're almost to the point where I can just set up a miner on the copper node back in our main area. But this will be enough to get the quest done, at least, I think. Assuming I got them all. Hope I did. And you can hit shift to run, which is what I'm doing now. I forget about it most of the time. All right, we'll drop that off and see how many we had. There we go. That was enough. So that gave us 2 research tickets, and that'll let us unlock some stuff. So the first one that I really want to get are these merging conveyors. But we need 4 to get there. So I'm going to start working my way to it. So we can get a T-junction, which is kind of like a splitter. This conveyor blocker is like a actual physical arm that you can drop on one of these to just stop it, but it just backs everything up behind it, so you're almost never going to use it. So now we still need a whole lot more. Need a whole lot more crushed iron. So we're going to just come back and start filling up all of our stuff. And we need 2,000 for the polishing machine, so that's going to take a second. Let's see, and I know I'm going to want to join this over to there. But we're almost at our 500 for the next miner. We did unlock the hammer, so I'll find one of those real quick. And then I need 560, so I can get both. I'm just going to wait for that to tick up. There we go. All right. So we can put our hammer there. That's handy. Or just pop something off. And we'll drop that there to get more iron going. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen another emerald yet. Last time I played this, I was getting one every few minutes, but this time it seems like it's a lot more rare. And now, also, I can grab one. I need a crushed one of these to save, because I think I accidentally grabbed one. Because we're going to want to filter those out too. I'll just save that for now. But we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 miners going. And we've got 2 more in this room that we can drop. Once we get that, we're almost at the 400 crushed iron. That's going to unlock the blast furnace. Blast furnace is going to let us take these little chunks and create ingots with them for any of the materials: iron, copper, gold. Not coal. Coal does not work. And there's our research ticket and our quest done. Like I said, I need one more for these guys. Now we are going to want to come activate the next quest that we can. We're gonna lock it. I don't think we're gonna get that far. So the next big one is crushed coal. We need 1,200 of that, or purchase a blast furnace, or let's see, or the polishing machine, which we can't afford. A blast furnace for 400. We can buy one of those. So what this is, similar to the crusher, you're going to drop items in the top, and out front will become pure ingots. What we're going to do is take this and rotate it. We're going to have to buy a few more conveyors, but we're going to take them out Needs some slopes, 2 slopes, and much more conveyors, some corners, maybe a ledge. See if that'll do. So we're making a big mess over here. That's fine. Because what we're going to do is go up 2. Nope, we don't want that. We want to come up 1 more. All right. I think what we'll do actually is we're going to do it this way. So we're going to get a mix of stuff right now because we're getting slag because we're mixing iron and coal. That's not what you want. So what we need to do is get another sorter conveyor. And we're going to have to separate out. See? They are a thing. So what we're going to do now... Actually, we can do it this way. No, we don't want to do that because we want to go in the crusher. So we want to go in the crusher, but we don't want to go into the smelter. So we're going to take that guy. Everything's going through it. If I can get this guy. So now our crushed coal is going to go right through there, and only our iron is going to come up here. And now we should be making, after these are produced, so now we will only have iron coming out, and these will be pure iron ingots. You see, they don't have the gross chunks in it. So we got enough money for another miner. And then I think we'll see if we can do something similar for copper. Let's see. We need a machine. So that's our miner. Need another blast furnace. And what we want to do is see if this will fit right here. It will. And now I'm going to see if I can bring the copper all the way. And I think we're going to get another crusher. Let's get that. We get an ore crusher. And we're going to bring all of our copper over. Crush it and drop it in here. So I think what we'll do... We still need a lot of crushed coal. What I do is drop this in here. So crushed coal will come out of there. I think, is that what I want to do? Maybe not yet. I'm going to do we can do it. Or if I can get the crushed copper over there, plus a couple of lifts. So I'm thinking as I go, which is obviously not always the most thrilling, but work with me here. Up. And we're going to go up. Over. And over. So then we're going to have to get a couple more uppies. So we're going to have to get into here. Because this is going to have coal and diamonds. So if that's the case, I want to run it over to here so the coal will go through. And filter out that way. Thinking on the go, and I keep kind of stopping myself and thinking if that's the best way I want to do it. Well, we're getting some good money, so I know we're going to need a couple of these, a couple more corners, still a whole bunch of rates. So let's kind of start getting this worked out. And if I would pick up the things I bought, that would help. All right. Let's see, can we go down? No, we got to come out one more. All right. I'm going to come down. I'm going to turn. I don't know if we're going to hit that little, looks like we are. All right. Come all the way this way. And I feel like I want to wrap, try to hug everything as best I can. So that when I do this, I can put that other iron one hill join. And I need another lip. I might as well buy that as well. A couple ledges. First thing we can do is get that rolling. We can get our lip here. There. We got some stuff coming out over here. Buy another sorter. I think maybe we can do is if we do this, we're going to kind of double sort emeralds and diamonds. Actually, a debate if I want to drop these over here instead. I think I kind of do. I'm going to put a conveyor. They're going to drop out here so I can do other stuff with these guys. So we're going to do some double sorting here for the time being, but I think it'll be okay. What we're going to do is we're going to get copper and crushed copper from here. Let's turn him on. There's a crushed copper. I want a regular piece. That's coal. Don't want that. There we go. I'm going to get this guy. We're going all the way over here. Drop him in there. And let's find our little... Did we miss our little guy? There we go. Him too. So I don't know what happens if you crushed items already. Let's see what happens. If I take one of these guys, drop it in the crusher. I guess we'll find out. Maybe I need to sort those out and bring them over too. But now, we should at least be able to get the basics started. Turn this on. No, that was already on. 1 second. Yeah, so we're going to have our copper come in. Ideally, it'll be coming up this way. Assuming I turned these right. Yep. We got a big piece of copper coming. He's going to get mulched. And we'll start producing copper ingots. And we've got our 2,000 bucks now. So we can finally buy our polishing machine. And what I was thinking with that maybe is reduce up a little goofy. We'll run these along this here. And what you can do, so you take your gems, run them through your polisher, and then they come out polished. And when they're polished, they have increased value. So I might kind of do a little goofy thing where I drop them over here. If I have the merger, I could maybe even pull them this way into this. I can't go into that, so that won't work. So let's set this up real quick, even though it's going to be awkward. Bunch of these, bunch of these. A couple more slopes. A couple more ledges. I don't think it's going to be quite enough, but we'll see. What we're going to do is come out of here into here. They're going to get polished. Let's see. Might be able to go underneath. I don't even have to go up. Maybe. And locks. So now I should be able to take these guys. They're going to go through our sorter. And get polished and dropped off. You didn't get polished. So now, hopefully, we have a decent sorter system going. I don't like that I'm running copper through 2 sets of sorters, but it gets our coal that it's also generating over here into the crusher, because we still need that for the time being. And there's a copper ingot, so it's coming, not fast, but it's there. And that is the entire room. We are set up and mining. So I think that's a good spot to call it here. Next time I can bring in some other nodes from other rooms. We can start doing something similar to this with gold. And, you know, maybe try to improve the system a little bit. Obviously, it's not the best. Like, I'm double sorting, but I think that's kind of just something you got to do. But that's going to be it for me. My name's been Koget. Thanks for hanging out. Like and subscribe if you made it this far. I'll catch you later. Adios.